Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're swinging into, well, our first ever gameplay of
Dungeons of Infinity.
Dungeons of Infinity. We actually have some special guests here.
My name is Clint Cabrera, and I'm with Sky Kingdom Games. I'm one of the lead developers on this project.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why does he have an official-looking box in front of him and, well, reasonably finished game components? That's because this game is coming back to Kickstarter with a few enhancements, a few upgrades, and a second printing, right? Brand new box cover.
Absolutely. So this game launched originally last year, and it went, it did well, it succeeded, it fulfilled, and then it sold out everywhere almost immediately. So because of that, we realized there was a good game here, and originally published by Infinity and More, Sky Kingdom Games picked it up to do some upgrades to the art, do some enhancements to the rulebook, and just make a better player experience, and come back to Kickstarter on September 7th with a second print run and an expansion called Kingdom Cost.
And based on my player board versus yours, also some accessibility and upgrade player aids and whatnot.
This game was designed by someone who loves the kind of dungeon crawl mathematics side of the industry, right? He's an old school RPGer, a hobbyist, really liked to dig into the nuance of the game systems, but there were some accessibility things that could be improved upon. You guys are revamping the player aids, working on a kind of complete reworked rulebook based on the feedback from the BGG community, I believe. Like that whole really active gamer community.
And the Discord community as well. And one of the great things about Jack is that he's been very active in the community as far as whenever people do have questions about the rules, because of the nature of this rulebook, he's been very active and very quick to respond and help them out with the game.
And along with that, like you said, Alex, we're getting some like fun little movable tokens and dual layered slots and modular boards. There's some fun things in the works. That being said, this is going to be our first gameplay. You've given us a run through of the core mechanic system, but we wanted to sit down, have you walk us through some of the steps, really learn it on camera with the audience a little bit so they can see exactly what's happening here. Could you give us a brief overview, kind of what you've already gone over with us in about 60 seconds or so, and then we can just start playing and people can see how it unfolds.
Sure, absolutely. So, are you asking like how the game is played right now?
Give us a superficial. Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, you are heroes in a dungeon, and you are exploring, the different dungeon, trying not to encounter the dungeon lord, which is kind of the big boss of the dungeon there, while trying to accomplish your quest, your objective, whatever it is based on the scenario that you're playing. In this particular scenario, we're playing a coin quest, so we are having an objective. We're also playing cooperatively. This could be played competitively, cooperatively, or solo, and it has a variety of heroes for you to choose between. So we're playing cooperatively on the coin quest, which means we are all trying to run around the dungeon, collect 10 coins, and get back to the start tile before any one of us gets exhausted.
Now, one of the core features of this game is going to be, like you already mentioned, kind of the infinite dungeon ability of it. There's a campaign book, Alex, if you'll hand me that.
Giant campaign book.
This thing is a lot of love and care and, well, flavor text and scenarios and versions of the game to play.
Many of these scenarios can be played as one-shots, just jumping straight in, and then a whole chunk of it can be played as an evolving story that you can have a lot of fun with.
And of course that'll transfer from variable player times and variable player counts as well. I think we're playing one of the shorter scenarios right now, but you can scale up to like a full-on epic, get to the end and fight giant beasts.
That's correct. It does play 1 to 5 players with variable times, like Quackalope said, based on the scenario that you're playing. There are also mini campaigns within the campaign book where you can tie a few scenarios together to make a mini campaign, progressing your player, advancing their abilities, getting upgraded stats, things like that.
All that being said, Alex.
Yes.
You ready to begin?
I'm ready to begin.
All right. How do we get started here?
Well, we start taking actions.
Well, I get first thing that we do.
Setting them up. The audience doesn't.
Okay,
know.
cool. I'm just gonna hey.
The first thing that we do every round is we roll for initiative. So in this case, well, you're going to roll for initiative. All 3 of us are going to roll 1 die, and the lower number has the highest initiative.
17, 14, and 16.
Well, no, his was a 4, yeah.
You knocked mine.
Something moved.
His was a 14. I was a 17. You were a 14. He ended up rolling a 16.
Cool.
So whoever had the lowest has the option to go first. If that was me, then I will take the number 1 token to mark that I have initiative.
I was on number 2.
Number 3.
You were on number 3.
Fair enough.
No, I was 17.
That sounds right about right.
One of the things. Either way.
All right. So
I've never been good at math.
on the first turn of the game, you have the option to interact with the merchant for free. Otherwise, normally interacting with the merchant is an option that costs 2 AP. as we go throughout this game, all the heroes have different amounts of AP that you spend to take actions to do what you want to accomplish in the dungeon.
So at the very start, the reason we can interact with the merchant right now is because basically we're entering this cavern, and here at the very beginning, there's a shopkeeper stall, kind of like Slay the Spire-esque. You're coming to these different rooms where some genie in a like magic carpet has all his goods folded out, and you're like, you're either so powerful that you can clean this dungeon without anything, like without any support, or no, I'm talking about the genie. The genie's either so powerful he can like stay here without fearing anything, or has been trapped here for a horrendous amount of time. It's one of the two.
I actually view it kind of more as like he's kind of a coward, and he's actually sitting like just outside the entrance to the dungeon. And he doesn't want to go in because he knows that there's some scary stuff
merchants that we can
in the
encounter?
dungeon. No, there's only one merchant,
only that single one.
and in order to interact with him, you must be on the merchant tile, which you start on.
I hear what you're saying, but I choose to believe the best in people.
Absolutely.
How do we interact with this merchant stall? Because for our first turn, this is going to be a free action to allow us to upgrade
Absolutely.
a bit, right?
So we all start with 3 coins. So we have the option to check if there's anything from the merchant that you want to buy. Of course, also paying attention to the icons that are on the bottom of your hero board, because you can only equip items that have a matching icon that you can equip. So in this case, I am playing as Saskia, the assassin, so I can equip daggers, swords, or axes to the left hand. I can equip daggers, swords, or axes to the right hand, and I can equip shoes.
Okay.
So I see that there's 2 swords out there. One of them costs 2 coins, and it gives me an extra power and 2 extra hit chance. And there's another sword that costs 1 coin, and it gives 1 extra power. So I am gonna spend my 2 coins to pick up the sword that gives me an extra power.
Does anything
and
refill
2
the
extra
market
hit
here
chance.
for us?
The market will refill for you guys, but however, each player actually carries out the entirety of their turn before the next player begins.
So you'll finish purchasing, but then we'll get a few
No, they'll
items
also
up
be
here.
wandering around the dungeon, spending action points.
Oh, his whole turn.
Yes.
We're going to actually see how the dungeon evolves.
That is actually true. So after my turn, the dungeon will replenish to have 4 weapons and armor and 6 items for each player that we have playing.
Cool.
Restock.
So-
the truck's a little late.
Now, I do have another coin, so I could potentially buy a health potion if I want. I actually don't have the ability to equip any armor.
Now, I am going to pick on you in just a little bit, because at this point, we've mostly been a top shot for
Okay.
a while, and then I cut back to the frame, and you saw that he was standing up. There's a bit of a glare on the cards. I know from your angle it's a little bit harder to see, but I can either hand them to you or grab them or something. It's part of the nuance of filming, but standing up does cut off your head.
Okay.
And, I mean-
I will not stand up anymore.
I believe the audience agrees. He has a beautiful head. So
Absolutely.
So I am going to spend my last coin and
we don't want
buy
it cut off.
a health potion. So I'm going to buy this health potion. And because it is the first turn of the game, you also have the option to equip the items that you got from the merchant, whereas normally that costs action points.
Okay.
So I am going to equip the sword to Saskia's left hand. I'm going to equip the potion in the backpack. I have a carry limit of 5 items, which means that this counts against my carry limit. I can carry 4 more items unless they are pocket items. Pocket items are the coins that we are spending or collecting throughout the dungeon, or any item that has a backpack symbol on it,
Like a Game Boy Color.
which there are none out. So
there are currently none out. So you've done your free action up here.
I have.
Are you activating or doing anything
Yeah,
in the dungeon
absolutely.
space?
So I'm gonna spend 1 AP to move to the next dungeon tile. So I'm gonna draw the tile here, and it is tile 16.
Now, the way you have to spawn and place these tiles is going to be based on, I believe that's what you were about
blue
to say.
arrow. Yep.
The blue arrow here. And have you committed to a room that you're moving through?
I am moving to the east.
Okay. So we're going to shuffle you off this way.
Okay. So now we check the number on the tile. It is tile 16. We have our tile chart here, which means that this is a tile with a chest in it. So we're going to put a chest token on this tile here.
Now, this is going to have some statistics that we need to be aware of, right?
Just in general, tile numbers 1 to 6 are going to be debris, 7 to 12 are going to be bodies, 13 to 18 are chest, and 19 to 25 are mist, which supposedly isn't good.
Well, the first 2 are like 50-50.
Yes.
Chests are usually okay. And mist apparently is where evil things live.
That is, in general, true, but there could be some bad things in some chests as well. Just kind of depends on the luck of the draw.
A few mimics.
So I have an option now to spend another AP to... I need a key to open a chest. So I do not have the ability to open this chest unless I have an ability that allows me to do so.
I know I do have an ability.
I do not.
So, we're also going to have a stack of ability cards. You're going to have them, and they're going to scale based on level as you kind of journey through the progression of the game. Or I assume larger rounds. Will we see ourselves level up in this shorter scenario here?
It is unlikely, I believe, that we
in
will.
larger scenarios, there's a chance that you'd end up seeing yourself progress through
Yes.
the series of
It is
cards.
possible that we could level up in this round, but I believe it will be unlikely that it will happen.
But yeah, we're going to have a stack of level 1, sort of asymmetric little player powers tied to who we are and exactly what our role is. Like, I'm kind of the thief. I'm actually the thief. And so my ability is going to be do things like pickpocket chests, move from room to room. Really not the fighting stuff. If you could handle that, that'd be great.
Certainly, because I am the assassin, so I am, better at kind of the attacking things and kind of being sneaky. I do not have an ability that allows me to open a chest without a key. Therefore, at this time, I'm gonna continue moving through the dungeon because I can't interact with that chest.
And that's going to be your tile. So you're going to move down into this direction.
That's true. I have to move down into that direction because it's the only open room. However, if I were to draw a tile right now that I did not draw, that were to close off the dungeon, I would put that tile on the bottom and draw a new tile.
Okay.
So now I see that we got tile number 2, and tile number 2, of course, is
It's going to be a debris.
debris. So there is now a debris token on this tile here, and I do have 1 action point left. I can choose to interact with this debris if I want to, kick it or move some rocks, whatever, kind of
Just a
thematically.
gentle debris
but,
kick.
It's a normal Sunday
That's what I do
But
when I see debris.
it's possible that there's an enemy in that debris, and if I kick it, then they'll be going first and attacking me. And it's possible that there could be something good. So.
When does enemy activation happen? So if you spawn an enemy right now, will it activate before we have a chance to respond to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it'd be out of AP, he'd know.
So the way that combat will work in general is that the heroes usually attack first, and then the enemies go at the end of that hero's turn that they're focused on. I'll talk more about that when an enemy actually spawns. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk, and I'm gonna kick that debris and hope I don't get a golem or something.
You're going to kick the debris?
I'm kicking the debris.
So I flip this?
So you actually remove it,
And we're gonna
you
draw
draw
a
the
we
debris
have a
card.
Ooh,
So
it's
go
a
ahead,
key.
go ahead and read that card.
You found a key. Opens treasure chests. Do not discard after use. This is
Great.
fantastic.
Why are you
So-
taking it? What are you doing?
I'm a thief.
But you don't have you're not there.
So the key is actually in the tile. I can't pick up the key either because it costs an AP to pick up an item, which I don't have. So we're gonna mark the tile with an A. We're
So
gonna
you
mark
kicked,
the
you
key
kicked
with
some
an
rubble
A.
over and you saw a little piece of glint scatter across the room.
Absolutely.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be the entirety of your turn.
That is going to be the entirety of my turn.
And we're moving down to Sender.
Yes, we are. I'm gonna go ahead and.
So I do want to make a point and say that normally at this point, it's the end of my turn, you would interact with the threat meter. I'm only not addressing that right now because this specific scenario says that this threat meter doesn't come into play until the start of round 3.
Okay.
Otherwise, normally, this is a point where you would look at the threat meter, kind of check the reference, check your own hero board as well, and if you took any actions that would take down the threat meter, you would move the cube at this time. When the threat meter reaches 0, the threat card is gone from the game, and instead, the Dungeon Lord has the possibility to spawn.
And that's where we potentially lose.
That is where we potentially lose. I do want to also point out that
yes.
Lord event cards never come out until the threat meter is gone. So it is not possible for the Dungeon Lord to enter until this threat meter is gone.
Okay.
Unless the scenario says otherwise.
So let's restart the market for you.
it's to me.
You got a throwing knife, which is actually potentially good for me,
Well, I won't be taking it. Because...
and a fine scroll.
Cool. So now, correct me if I'm wrong. I could take the armor without it negating my actions, but anything else would lower my actions. Is that correct?
Yes,
Perfect.
that is correct.
Because I'm the monk. The monk has some special abilities. Basically, things I gather, things I carry, all limit my action points, and I like action points, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and buy the armor, because that will at least help me there. That's going to increase my defense by 1, which is helpful. I'm going to spend the 1 coin, which can go up there. And then, sadly, I don't think I'm going to take any scrolls, because, again, those would be an item I'm
What about
carrying.
like a super health potion?
They'd be an item I'm carrying, and my action points will go down.
Well, there is one thing actually I want to say about the
Sure.
merchant that I didn't mention in the first place. One of the unique things about this dungeon crawler is you have the ability to have the merchant send a runner back to town to bring an item to you that you want to order. If you want to do that, basically
That's kinda cool.
you get to look through the deck, choose an item that you want on a future turn, and then we place a token on it called a merchant token, which ticks down from 3 to 0. And so at the end of 3 turns, that item would be available in the merchant shop.
You have to get back to
You
the
have to
merchant
get back
shop
to the
in order
merchant
get it,
shop
though.
and interact and spend 2 AP to interact with the
And
merchant.
let's be honest, after you go into this dungeon,
Oh, yes. Okay.
We're either coming out with gold or we're dead.
So, can I move downwards through the entrance tile or not?
You cannot.
move through the entrance tile, but
So-
you're happy to go above and
I'm
below,
gonna go
and splitting the
this way
party
over
is
here.
always the best
I'm going to
choice.
spend an action point to go this way to pass me a tile.
It's not the best strategic choice.
No, I know what I'm doing.
I just realized, actually, normally you can't place any tiles south of this tile, so actually here I should have drawn a new tile.
Oh,
Well,
well, let's
no, this tile can still go down.
let's resolve it. No. Technically, you wouldn't ever go
You
past
can't
the
ever
entrance
go
way.
south of the
Oh,
entrance.
So
gotcha.
we'll resolve it like this.
Okay,
Cool.
perfect.
Well, in this case, well, then I'm over there, so
You're not going south of the entrance. You're just going into an empty
but I
room.
can put it over here.
You could put it over there.
Yes,
That's true.
and now those rooms are connected as well.
Yes, so I'm going to head over there with my first move. For my second move, I could have grabbed the key, but you want the key, don't you? It sounds like you wanted the key.
No, I don't mind the key.
You don't need the key?
No, I actually have a card that gives me a key, so I don't know that I actually really need to.
Correct.
How many treasure chests am I opening? It doesn't make sense for me to be carrying around.
I'm going to leave the key for you then. I'm
The,
going to go ahead.
the key is
I'll
persistent,
take the
by
key.
the way. The key is not a one-time use.
Yes,
It
I
is,
know.
but my
Oh.
cards also get refreshed back up, right? And so I've got Deft Hand, open a chest without a key, draw a boss event card based on level, but we don't do that till.
That's correct, and you
Spawning.
can use that ability as many times as you have
Yeah.
the ability to pay for it.
Either way, I'm not getting the key because I don't want to carry it, because carrying it will reduce my
true.
level.
That's fair.
I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to take a run action, which is probably a mistake. Probably a
Key
huge
is
mistake.
actually a pocket item, so
Ooh,
it actually
does not
would
decrease.
not.
I'm still going to leave it for safe. I'm going to leave it for you. You're right there. I'm going to run over here this way. So I'm going to run into that zone. That's going to be a single action point to run 2, but it is going to lower my defense, which means we're hoping that when I draw... Did I forget completely to draw a mist on
did.
this card?
You did.
I
You
did.
did.
We're going to be back here and put this back over there.
Do you want to interact with a mist?
Mist is right away. We don't have a choice in that
Oh.
one.
Yeah, mist
Yeah.
automatically draws.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reveal the mist. You have not gone 3 feet into the room when you are viciously attacked. Draw number heroes plus 3 minions.
All right,
That means
so
drawing 6 minions?
no, so there are. Oh yes, that does mean 6 minions in this case. There
That is
are
how
3
math
of
works.
us. Yes,
Okay,
math.
cool.
3 plus 3 is 6.
So go ahead and grab the
So,
minions.
so 6 minions are going to come and focus on you, Alex.
So, good thing I didn't take
So
that run
I
action
am
yet.
going to, for the sake of table space, we're going to condense the market deck because I'm the only person that has to shop until someone else goes back to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to spawn one more of these and condense this market deck. And then let's do our minion spawn
So now,
up top
correct me
of
if
the
I'm wrong,
top
you're
row.
going to have to make sure I'm doing anything incorrectly. I believe I just create 2 rows of 3 minions,
That is correct.
and then we're going to put a treasure at the end of each row.
That is also correct. And the
Okay.
treasure stays face down.
Okay, so now these are the minions engaged with me.
I like
So,
the minion artwork.
The minion artwork's great. The number of minions is not.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be trying to go ahead and deal with these minions who are all attacking me at the end of my turn, right?
Only the ones that have proper range to do so, which means anybody in the first row is going to attack you, and on the second row,
Where's
you
the
would,
range icon?
You would look to see on the left side, in the bottom left corner,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to see power, and then slightly above that, if there's a circle, it might have like a circle with a
Number?
target symbol that
Yep.
has a number 2 or a number 3. That is range.
So
currently-
only 5 of them are attacking me.
I'm currently imagining the mist just kind of like evaporated slowly. You saw a giant bear, a demon, 2 skeletons, and then, oh god, 2 spiders.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with I have 2 actions. I'm going to go ahead and attack 2 adjacent enemies. I'm going to go ahead and do this action over here. I'm going to do Fist of Fury, which is going to cost me 2 action points, going down to 1. And I'm going to attack 2 adjacent minions with added power based on your level. Roll for each attack. So can I get one of these dice?
Absolutely.
Now, adjacent minions means adjacent to me or adjacent to any of these. Like, is it this row?
They are adjacent to each other.
So at
They
any
are
2...
all focused on you.
Okay, so I basically want to kill people. Now, how much damage do how much damage are they dealing? The number in that corner?
So the number in the bottom left corner is the power. That is how much they will attack you for minus your defense. So the
So I
way
hate
damage is calculated is you take the power of the attacker minus the defense of the defender, and that is the damage to the HP.
So I'm going to attack these 2 over here. That's
Now
the
we
way I'm gonna go.
lose if one person gets knocked out, right?
Well, let's go ahead and find this out. So,
adjacent means actually next to in this case, not front and back.
so it has
kind
to be
of-
2 of these, in other
Yes.
words. Okay, so no problem. I'm attacking these 2 over here. I'm going to go ahead and do so. It's going to be it is what it is. I'm going to attack these 2, and then I'm going to roll for this one first. So I'm rolling on a 16 plus. And we got a 5, which means I am good. With 16 minus, not 16 plus, 16 minus. So I am good. That
Yeah,
was,
in this, for the record, you're
was a
looking
5.
for low numbers to be your positive, high numbers to be your negative. And it has to do with how the mathematics scale your upgrades and abilities.
now, so correct me if I'm wrong. That's going to be, I do a default 4 damage, but I did plus 2 because my level 1. So I did 6 damage to this guy, killing him. Is that correct?
So you did 6 damage minus his defense on the bottom right corner.
minus that number.
Yes.
So I did 1 damage to him.
You did 1 damage to him.
Are we gonna die the first round or
Yes,
the second round of the
second
game?
It is, well, so Jesse can come in and
I'm
help
just
you.
going straight for the key.
Okay. Do they attack me at the end of the round or at the end of my turn?
The end of your turn, they will attack. So it is possible that an enemy could attack multiple times in a round if it gets focused on another hero.
Cool. So I did that to that, and then I'm going to roll for this one, where I'm going to do... Okay, we're gonna roll.
Oh,
And, yes.
and on every hit, you get an experience point
Yes.
based on
yes,
the card
that's going to be
you
that card
played.
over here. So I get an experience point. I did the same for the second one, so 2 experience points. And we're going to do, again, 6 damage minus 4, so 2 damage to this guy.
Okay.
You made sure not to spend your action points with your run.
Correct. I took my action points back. So if I had 4 action points total, I did a move and I did an attack. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay. From there, I'm going to do a basic attack because I only have 1 action point remaining, and I think my best chance of having anything useful happen is going to be attacking this one
We
over
could do a
here.
strategic cut if you want me to ask.
No, it won't matter because it'll only be 4 damage. I'm only
Now,
gonna do 4
the
damage.
other thing I do want to point out while you're looking at those cards is that enemies and heroes have elemental damage possibly.
Sure.
Or weakness. So in the case of the werebear,
He's going to deal extra damage to me.
he has a weakness to fire. So if somebody were to attack him with fire after the...
No, what we've just realized is we have a weakness to poison, and they're going to do extra damage.
3 of these
So what will
enemies.
happen...
I understand you thought you were explaining to help
Yes.
us by strategically targeting them with special powers,
Yes.
and yet you've pointed out that
So what will happen when you guys are attacked, if you
Sure.
are attacked by somebody who attacks with poison, after you calculate the damage from the hit, then you get an additional 2 HP damage unavoidable from the poison.
yeah, that sounds about right.
So, now the problem is I have 1 action left, but a basic attack against this person would do nothing
Can't
because
you run away? Can't he run away?
they'll all attack me,
Retreat costs 2 AP,
which I don't have.
so he doesn't have the ability to make the retreat. If he made the retreat, only the strongest enemy in the first row would attack him.
Should
So
he have not attacked and ran away?
that might have been a better option. However, maybe he's hoping that you are going to come in and help him.
I hear what you're saying.
So
Let's see.
for me, just to be clear, so if I do a basic attack with 4 damage against 4 armor, that means there's nothing that's going to happen. There's no point attacking me.
That is actually not true. In this particular dungeon crawl, if you get a result of 0,
You always do 1.
or -1, you don't always do 1. If you get a result of 0, 1, or -1 when you do the damage calculation, it still results in 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
If the damage came out to -2, then it would be blocked by the
So
enemy.
I'm going to go ahead and go for that, hoping for the best. I'll go ahead and reduce my action, doing an attack against this. Although this one over here has 3 health. Can I attack the second one or I can't, right?
Do you have range?
I do
So
not believe I do.
Under your power ability, if you have range, there would be an icon on your hero board that has a target
Nope.
similar to their range
So I'm attacking
icon.
this one over here, and I got 10, which is a successful hit, which means I do 1 more point of damage. Can I have a point of damage?
I'll actually give you a 3.
Okay, and I'll put that there, and I'll start a little pool over here, and I believe that results in the end of my turn. At which point, we're going to have 5 enemies attacking me. This is the only non-ranged one. These ones are all in range. So we're going to roll for these all, dealing their damage. So let's,
Okay, let's
So,
do it.
so the thing you need to know about enemy combat is that when they try to attack you, you get to subtract your starting AP on your turn from their hit chance.
So 4?
So if you started with 4 AP, the black number on the enemy card is their hit chance. So it goes down, remembering that you want a result
Okay.
of 1 to whatever the target
So
is.
the black
on
numbers
that
are
card.
hit chance, 14.
Right.
So that drops to 10. So if
Correct.
they roll 10 or above, it's a miss, or is it 10 or below?
10 or below would
a
be
hit.
a hit.
So
11
so
or
equal-
above would be a miss.
Yeah, equals
So
gonna
starting
be-
with that one?
Don't worry, I'm really
You're good,
bad
you're
at
good,
this.
yeah. Okay,
All right.
15.
So
That's
that one missed.
Moving
no,
up
no,
to
so,
this.
so start with
No,
go
it,
to
go,
left,
it goes
right.
in the
Left to right.
first row.
Okay,
It
can you
goes
do the
across
math for me?
first
13
row.
or higher?
13? Have you did your do you
I'm saying,
number-
sorry, I need higher than 13. We need higher than 13.
You did your number
Yep.
adjustment?
Yep. Okay, I get hit. Now I get hit by 5 damage, but I have 5 defense.
Now so that results
1
in
damage.
0, which would be
That's
1
1
damage.
damage,
Now the
okay.
other thing that I did want to point out that I just noticed on the werebear actually reduced your hit chance. See that white icon with the reduction there? So whenever you're attacking the werebear, you have a reduced hit chance.
You probably
as well.
still got that
I
one
did get.
thing,
I still
though.
did. Yes.
Okay, werebear, what's that going to
Okay,
be?
it's going to be, well, it's 18, so we're going to be, I need 15 or higher.
Can we get Care Bear official expansion content? That's that.
15 or higher. 15 or
Simon
higher.
went rainbows.
You know what? I'll talk to Jack about
okay,
it. See
do
if he
it.
has plans
if you
for
could
that
just
design.
if you could just lay that in, hint hint.
Okay, nope, that's going to be a hit. I'm going to get 7 damage, which means 7
Plus-
minus 5 is 2, plus 2 because I'm weak to it, so I get 4
Yep.
damage, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'm down to 13 to 9, okay. We're doing this one over here. It has a range of 2, so we're going to go ahead and do...
Demon.
I need a 12 or higher, please. I thought you said you were... Oh, you are good at this. Okay,
I'm
good.
really good at
this one
this.
is not within range, so it's not going to hit me. And we have the Skeleton Fire Mage, who's going to need a 13. Oh, boom.
Doesn't matter.
Excellent. Okay, and that's going to be that. So I actually sort of survived that. Come, help me.
That was
help me.
not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm gonna go get the key.
Yeah, through me. Walk through me.
Is that all?
That's all.
That's
it.
your entire
You talk-
turn?
I mean,
And again, normally at this point,
You'd
you would
reference the
interact
threat
with the
track,
threat meter,
but we're not doing that.
again, that doesn't come into play in this
Now you
scenario.
start with
Yeah.
these pool of
Round
items.
Go ahead and hand me these pool of items. I've got 3 coins to spend. I'm a rich man, I know.
Enjoy.
2 coins here for a great axe, but that's not going to be equipable. A shield is also not something that I like to carry. A sword and a throwing knife could be. Throwing knife is going to give me a range of 3, which could be nice. I might also spend 1 action point to pick it up again. Oh. They did the whole, like, your throwing knives actually leave when they're not
I
on
actually like that.
I know, it's accurate, but normally I tie little strings to the end of my throwing knife so
You
I can
see,
throw them,
Jesse,
stick them, and pull them
unlike
So
back.
it always
you-
costs an AP to pick up an item, whether it's one that you
I
threw
know,
or
but
one that was
it
in
makes
the
this
dungeon.
less palatable
Sure.
because I actually throw it when I use it.
But
Yeah.
unlike you, I'm a thematic player. If you don't actually tie the theme to the connections, then it throws me off.
I hear what you're saying. I just imagine I carry all the throwing knives. I only bought one. Alright. So as far as these spells, can you explain to me how things like Ice Scroll and Fire Scroll work, and can I even use them?
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody can use a scroll. It costs an AP to use the scroll. It's indicated on the card there, 1
Okay.
AP to execute. This particular scroll is the Ice Scroll. It says it adds ice damage to attacks for 3 turns. Discard after use. So at the point of activating this scroll, for the next 3 turns that you have, your attacks add ice damage, which is
Yeah.
helpful if we have any enemies that are weak to
Alright.
ice.
After all that complaining, I'm going to buy a throwing dagger. And I'm going to buy a super health potion because I'm going to be honest.
It seems like we need it.
It seems like we need it. Marketplace is going to set back over here. Make sure you refresh 1 for each of these, Sender.
Okay.
Because there should be 1 additional in each
Okay, I'll
one.
take care of it.
And then I'm going to slot that just loosely over here. And then we're going.
That's
We're
right.
We're running through a dungeon.
You are
If
spending your
I-
AP to
If
take actions.
I move into his zone, what happens?
If you move into his zone, the enemies are all focused on him. Technically, you have the option to keep moving and not interact with the combat.
If I choose to interact with any of them, do they all turn their attention to me, or only the ones I fight?
So if you interact with the combat,
Yeah.
imagine your player board comes up at the back of the formation. So your row 1 would be his row 2.
Oh, cool.
Any
That's
enemies,
actually a neat
like that
system.
concept.
any
like,
enemies
visually,
that you
works really
attack
well.
will focus on you.
If only we weren't filming and sitting at a perfectly
You
straight
hear that?
line.
The enemies that attack will focus on you.
I do like that as well, which means I could chuck a dagger, kill something off, maybe hit a spider,
It
but I don't
also
have
means
to
that
take
you
them
only
all
going to
with
get
me.
focused by 3 of them and not 6 of them.
It takes 1 to move from room to room.
It takes
Yes.
1 to move to each
1 to run as well?
It takes 1 AP to run up to 2 tiles. If you take the run action,
Yeah.
you will have a -2 defense.
No, I hear what you're saying. All right. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I go open that treasure chest.
Okay.
Do it, man.
But there's good stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm telling you,
fine.
don't.
I don't need help.
Why is your voice getting higher every time you answer?
No, I got this
No,
covered.
man.
You do you.
Go
Yeah?
for the treasure chest.
Okay.
If that's how you want to play.
Uh-huh.
This is a cooperative game. There might be something in there that could help. Go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I love how he said that. He's like, no. You're actually helping the team, right, Jesse? That's what you're doing, right?
You're not the
Because
saboteur,
you know what's
right?
in chests.
2, 1. How much? Where is it? Deft hands. 1, 3, 2. Is it 1 to attack? 1 to engage?
With the chest?
No, with the fight.
Oh, it actually, when you're spending the 1 AP in a combat, you're
Yeah.
performing an attack of some sort. It doesn't cost anything to join the combat except for the attack that you're doing.
So I could resolve 1 attack total.
Do it, man. Just do it. Oh, no, so go for the trust. I got this covered.
Can I dump potion on his head?
You can trade items with people who are in the same tile as you.
It takes an action
For
point,
1
doesn't
AP.
it? Yeah, I figured.
I got this covered.
I'm figuring your game out. Everything costs stuff, man.
I got this covered.
How much health do you have?
I'm good. I got 9 health. I got tons of defense.
How much did you have when
I'd
you
like
started?
to point out, I am not the designer of this game, but I think that Jack did a great job in, having you spend AP because it really makes you think about the actions
Yeah,
you want
you
to take
would say
and
that.
the choices that you're going to make.
Uh-huh.
I will also point out that if he does get to 5 health, he enters a weakened state.
Spending way too much time.
What happens if I get to a weakened state again?
In a weakened state, your action points are reduced by half, and your defense and power
I don't love
rounded
that.
down.
But I'm still fine with being left alone.
However, the advantage, if you're in a weakened state, if you want to think about it that way, is it only costs 1 AP to retreat once you're weakened instead of 2.
I moved
Sounds
into
like
the
it's not
fight.
an advantage.
All right.
How do I start fighting?
You spend an
Like,
AP.
if I want to throw my knife to start with.
So you'd spend an AP
Just
to
one?
throw your knife.
Okay.
What does your knife do?
Yeah, wait,
My
what
knife,
does it
if
say?
thrown, throwing knife has a range of 3. You may spend 1 AP to pick it up again.
So
Could
what-
I have thrown it from the other room?
Wait, you're attacking with a power of 2?
You cannot. However, so the knife does increase your power. So you actually want to slide your power
Okay.
up. I am doing the same as well because, as
Yep.
you remember, I equipped the fine
I do
sword.
remember that. And I actually told you that.
You
I was
actually
like-
have 1 more defense. So
I did it already.
okay, very good.
Okay. So I'm attacking with a throwing knife. That means I'm throwing the throwing knife. It's going to land on the ground, so there needs to be a
Does that
token
mean
indicating.
your power gets reduced?
It's true.
If he has the power when he does
Oh,
basic
this
attack-
does say it has a range of 3. So in that particular case, you do have to be in the tile to attack. Range 3 means how many rows back you can attack. There are
Yeah,
some
I'm-
heroes
I'm
that
gonna-
have the ability to attack from multiple tiles away, but we don't have any.
I'm going
of
to kill the
those.
skeleton.
Okay.
Try to.
I'm going to kill the skeleton.
It has 4 defense. Wait a second. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it has 4 oh, because you get that's right. 0-1. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Does that do
You're
it?
good. Yep. That's gonna be a
does it
negative
hit?
1, which is 1 damage. Correct.
Ah.
That is correct.
Please
Okay.
murder the skeleton
Negative
for me.
1 damage. Now, are there any rewards for this?
There is no rewards at this
Oh.
point. The rewards come at the end of each row. However, the enemy in the back row will drop down into the front.
Oh, no,
Now
no.
focused on Alex.
Sender.
That's excellent. That means you can attack the back row and you only get 2 people attacking you.
It does.
Oh wait, yeah, actually, because you had a range of 3, you were able to
Don't
attack
start
the skeleton.
taking back.
Yeah.
That was an epic moment.
You're right. It was,
threw-
and you did a
Don't take it
great
away
job.
from him. Don't
You
take it away
threw
from
the
him.
knife.
I threw a
and
knife.
it went right into his face
Yeah.
and took him out.
He had 1 good eyeball left.
He did.
Actually.
He
and I
doesn't now.
completely popped it. At this point, I have no one engaged with me, right?
You
That
do
is
not
correct.
currently.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to leave.
I love how
It
you
does cost 2 AP to.
Does it?
No,
Oh
he's not
no,
engaged,
there's
he's not engaged.
nobody focused.
I'm not
on you.
engaged,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can
I'm
move.
sleuthy.
You can freely move out of the tile.
Yeah, I'm going to leave for 2. Because I did a run.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to spend my deft hands
Okay.
to open up the treasure chest.
Okay.
You definitely have to give him a negative token for running, so give him a defense modifier.
So you do
Doesn't
get
matter because I'm not fighting anymore.
do get a defense modifier of 2.
Oh, it's a treasure chest, Jesse. There's something in there for you.
So go ahead and grab a chest card.
Yeah.
I got gold.
Nice.
Is that what's that do?
It helps us win because we need to get 10 gold to win.
Yes, but
Hey.
it is now in the tile. So remember to pick stuff up. Costs AP. So we will mark that.
Hey, that's good. I mean, that's win condition,
It is.
right?
Yeah.
Deft hands does what? Leaves my hand for the time being,
No, actually, abilities are reusable. So
Oh, cool.
it just goes back into your hand.
so I'm always deft. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. To you, sir.
Did you spend your coins when you bought your item?
No,
That's it. That does explain why you have so much.
but I
right.
certainly thought about
You
it.
spent all
Very
3?
good.
I did spend all 3.
Oh, okay, fine.
So at this point, it's the end of the round. And because it's the end of your turn, your token flips over. You now have -1 defense. If there were any type of end of round counters, such as the merchant, runner, that
Yep.
would tick down now.
So if I'd run into that encounter, I would have started that. I would have engaged in that encounter with -2, meaning that I'm a little bit more vulnerable because I'm winded and sprinting.
Yeah, absolutely. And if the enemies have any text on their cards, we're going to read those at this time because they might do things such as heal each other or provide, some type of status effect to Alex.
Are the enemies re-attacking Alex?
They are not, but
Okay.
their text doesn't
So Alex, go
activate
ahead
for
and
their
read through
abilities
that.
until
If
the end
attack
of the
hits,
round.
then hero cannot subtract AP until this enemy attacks again. If attack hits, the hero cannot subtract AP, same again, and +2 power for every werebear in the room.
So we're all right.
Right.
No,
So-
no text abilities.
So there's nothing that's going to happen there. So at that point, we just go back to the start of a new round. We're going to roll again for initiative.
Okay. So
At the end of your turn, I did forget to say this. We're always going to turn in our initiative token so that we don't still have them.
Die. What did you roll? 13?
Yeah.
3.
3,
And
7.
I will go first. That
gonna go
way,
first?
the 3 of you have an opportunity to help me.
All right.
I don't think Jess will take it. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna start with in my room. I'm gonna have all my cards.
Hey.
hey!
I
hey,
did help
hey,
you.
So you
hey.
could have chosen last, and that would give actually more opportunity to help.
I'm gonna choose last because I think that's
That makes
strategically sound.
Way more sense.
All right. So because you rolled the lowest initiative, you chose me to go first. So I am gonna try to come in and help you. So
It's cooperative game.
So,
Jesse. Cooperative game.
Let's see. We're 1 point closer to winning.
So I'm gonna spend 1 to drop down into this tile, and that's gonna give me 2 action points remaining.
Now the good news is only 6 tiles in the stack that have the mist. We're down one of them. Should I have gone like that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, you're engaging. That's right.
Yes. So most of my abilities actually require me to have 2 swords or knives equipped, which means I am gonna do either this shadow attack. Oh,
Can you pick up the throwing knife? It's still in the zone.
I did leave my throwing knife.
I can spend an AP to pick up the throwing knife.
Do it. Well, don't. Maybe. You don't have a lot of AP.
I don't have a lot of AP. I think it's actually going to be... Because this one says 2 knives, and this one says two knives or swords.
Like, y'all are really jipping.
The 2 knives or swords sounds good. You have a knife and a sword.
So, for that one, that says... It gives me extra AP.
Oh, pick up the dagger.
So I will pick up the dagger.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
1 AP.
I did that for you.
Which is also going to increase your combat stats.
I actually kind of like that too,
It is,
because
as
now
well.
the environment's changed a little bit. Like, I threw a dagger, he's rushing into the room, grabbing it, lifting it.
My power is now 6.
Which is a big deal because we don't have that kind of power. You know who does have that kind of power? He-Man.
So,
He has the power.
this says for 0 AP, I increase my AP if there are 2 swords or knives equipped. So, and it remains in effect as long as I meet that condition. So I actually gain 2 AP back, so I now have 3 AP.
That's great.
Cool. Which means
So-
you can do stuff.
Don't throw that dagger.
I am not going to throw the dagger. So instead what I am going to do with my 6 power is, since I am at the back of the formation, I'm going to, let's see, attempt 2 hits. Well, they both have the same defense.
Yes.
Are either of them ranged?
They're
Both in the
ranged.
back are ranged.
Both are
Both
gonna hit
ranged.
me.
So are
Which
any,
one do you not like? the
Are
most?
any of them going to hit you for what you're weak to?
No.
Nope. But the one who is more likely to hit me, just based on numbers, is going to be the skeleton fire mage.
Sounds good. I'll attack the skeleton fire mage.
Okay.
So I am rolling. I have my hit chance of
No, do the math for me here.
1 to 17.
So do the math for me. Talk me through how you're getting that number.
Absolutely. So my hero board has a hit chance of 15.
Okay.
I have 2 extra hit chance from the fine sword. So that
Okay.
gives me on a 1 to 17.
So 1 to 17,
I will
you'll
hit.
connect. Now you're going up against his defense.
I will be going up against his defense, and if he has any modifiers to my hit chance, which he does not.
Okay.
So I'm going to be doing 6 attack against
So
his
hopefully it'll be 2 damage.
4 defense, hopefully. It's a 10,
Okay.
so that is a hit.
So you do 2 points of damage.
It's 2 damage.
So again,
to
how
the
does that
skeleton.
math work for me?
He has 6 strength versus 4
6
4
strength
defense.
against 4 defense, leaving 2
Correct.
available to hit.
Yep.
Yep.
So
I
anything.
put on it.
Okay, thank you.
So if he'd been any higher, he would have been doing
Correct.
less damage.
No. The damage amount doesn't change.
The damage amount doesn't change. The roll is for the hit chance.
Okay.
So this roll is a 10. Anything from 1 to 17 would have been a hit.
Unless it had been a 0 or
The
negative
damage
1.
is based on my power, which came from my starting power of 4,
Okay.
my extra 1 from the sword, and my extra 1 from the throwing knife that I did not throw.
Okay.
Cool. And do you have any stamina left? Like to attack it again, maybe?
Oh, I do. I have another. I'm gonna take another
Stab
He
it.
does,
Swing
he does have 5 health, by the
at
way.
He has 4 health.
it's 4 health.
Oh, 5 health. No, that's his
no,
attack. It's
5
4
health.
health. 4
You're
health.
right,
4
you're
The
health.
bottom left is the power.
Yeah.
So in my second hit is a hit again.
So he's dead.
He is dead.
Okay. Perfect. I like dead people. I mean, it
So-
sounds worse than a method. I like dead monsters.
So that is gone. I do have 1 AP left, and so I will try to hit that sub demon.
Swing away.
Does he modify my hit chance?
He does not.
Okay.
6.
That
Boom.
doesn't count. It wasn't in the track.
Oh, it
Yeah,
counts.
pretty sure-
I mean,
pretty
that's
sure
a
it
hit, but
I'm
I can
picking,
re-roll it.
No, I'm just picking on you.
It's a
No,
hit
it still
still.
counts.
So
You have to establish that
Yeah.
methodology so that in the future you can cheat with
Yes.
it.
I actually play the same way. If it's not in the dice tray, the roll doesn't count.
But if
Okay.
you do it, if you win the first one where
So
it's
now,
not, then you can
Correct me
never
if
do
I'm
it
wrong.
No, you still
This
have
guy
to.
is effectively engaged with you now.
That's true. So he actually moves over to my board here.
Does the treasure move or the treasure stays here?
The treasure now flips up
Oh.
because that row is clear.
Oh. Jesse's like, I want that.
I can't equip it.
So again,
But
I cannot equip it either.
it is in the tile that we are in.
Can you equip
could
it?
equip it.
I can equip it,
Ooh, that would be pretty cool.
or I could carry it because it is worth what is it?
4 gold.
4 gold. I could carry it
Yeah.
and get us closer to victory.
That's a relevant point.
Oh, really? What?
4 gold. We need 10 gold apiece.
So we need 10 gold apiece, either in coins or in value of items carried.
I'm gonna just keep finding treasure chests.
Cool. In the meantime, Jesse, it's your turn.
Hey, thank you.
Wait, did you resolve attack against you for the monster?
Yeah.
I
Probably
did
do
not do that. So the subdemon will try to attack me. I need to go ahead and roll
Now,
that.
what's considered your AP
Jesse.
based on the fact that you modified it?
So my AP is considered 5.
Okay,
Because
so
I
you-
have a +2 AP.
Modification to, what is it, 13?
So it is it's 15.
15, so 10.
On a 1 to 10, it
Yours-
will hit me.
Yeah. Of course you do, Jesse. Now, so it's going to attack you for 5,
So it does attack me for 5. I do have 5 defense.
so you're fine.
0, but I am going to take 1 damage
take
because result of
Does
1.
anyone else notice something interesting about this game, about how Clint took the character that can attack well and defend well, and then left us the other two? Because I noticed that. It took me a while, but I noticed that.
I'm playing my role. So,
I've
start of my
never
turn.
played this character before, actually, and I did not know that about this character.
Start of my turn. I'm gonna go
Clint's
ahead
like, now I know I'm losing all the time.
and spend an action to
This game makes so much more sense now.
pick up the treasure, and I'm just carrying this thing next to my potion here.
Yep,
Well, does that trade in for just 2 gold?
it
Or
will.
Okay.
Where?
At the merchant. When
So
you
that
can sell
counts-
stuff to the merchant.
That counts as a carried item as opposed to 2 gold? 2 coins?
That's correct.
Okay, so it hurt me in terms of carrying.
Yes.
So wait.
And he has a carry limit of 3.
So wait, were the 3 gold that we had to start, that was also win condition?
Yep.
Gold?
Yes.
the items
Why'd I buy anything?
Because the items you bought are still worth their weight in gold.
I mean, I wouldn't have this knife if you hadn't bought it.
I'm saying the items are still worth it. When
Which
you pay-
gave me
when you-
2 extra AP.
when you
I'm
buy
gonna-
the
it's
thing for
it's gonna be
2.
valuable.
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Okay. Just gonna run again.
So you're going to
1,
reset this back
2.
to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not,
Counting
fighting,
an enemy with -2 defense
I'm
sounds
not
about right.
fighting anything.
Of course not. It's a 5. In fact,
Oh,
you
you're
are
gonna
going to be
flip the
getting
tile?
a. You're going to be getting a. What's it going to call it? A 5 is going to be a debris. The debris
Oh, a
token.
debris token.
Jesse,
goes-
what would you like to do with the debris?
I could kick the debris, couldn't
could.
I?
I
Last
recommend-
time that worked out well for you.
Last time it worked out. There was a key in there that nobody got.
Okay, so I've got a deft hand ability. I've got an agility ability, which is going to allow me to to keep them from hitting me and attack an enemy with added power based on level. If the attack successfully hits, you'll have -5 HC. Does not stack.
Oh, that's actually to them. Whenever you see the black triangle,
Yep.
that's -5 to their
Yeah.
HC.
Modifies them. This one's going to modify myself. During
is
combat,
correct.
attack 2 adjacent enemies with added power based on level. The enemy is confused on the hit and draw a Lord event card, and then attack 1 enemy with added power based on level.
So a confused enemy will attack his adjacent ally.
Okay. All right, I'm going to kick the debris.
Okay, sounds good.
Could you please resolve a debris kick for me?
The
By
cards
taking
are
a
over
token. I'm going to pull one. All right. This is debris.
Yeah. No, that's
that debris?
body.
This is debris.
Go ahead, sir. Uh-oh.
It's a golem.
Oh,
It's
no.
a stone golem. I should not have kicked the
You should
debris.
probably run.
This was not a pile of debris, but a sleeping golem.
I'm just loving the mental image of Jesse kicking a pile of rocks
Is
and
there
the rocks
treasure next to
kicking
him?
back.
Yes, there would be a reward next to him.
And now I have to murder him.
Yes. He only does 8 damage when he attacks you, though.
And he has 6 defense.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you can take him out.
That's not bad.
You could try to retreat and take an 8 damage attack.
You could try to retreat and take an 8 damage attack that
With
he
0
has,
defense.
he has to roll for on a 1 to 16.
Jesse?
If I retreat, he follows me?
No,
No.
he will stay in the tile that he is in, but he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
He might miss.
And you do not get to subtract your AP from his
Oh.
HC on the attack of opportunity.
He's less likely to miss.
I'm going to run up.
Put that.
I'm gonna escape here. Can I do that?
You're running up, or can you even run?
So
Can I-
you're gonna attempt to retreat right now.
I'm going to retreat into a room I don't know.
Yes,
Okay. 2? 2 to retreat?
it is 2 to retreat.
Perfect.
Just for the record, it's going to be a miss. We know this. Go ahead and draw a tile.
Well, he has to roll for the
Roll
enemies
attack
hitting
first,
him
okay.
first.
So it's going to be a 16. You want a 17 or higher.
Yes, you do have
Yep.
a -2 defense right now because you ran.
17 or higher.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
You said no. It said it doesn't count.
12.
Nope.
That's still
12 again.
12.
I love
It's
it.
still
I love it, like,
12.
12 again.
The
Just in case
dice,
you-
the dice lords never let you go.
So you lose 8 health.
What?
Because
You have
he's
minus
8.
2 defense
You have
right
minus
now.
2 defense.
Which is straight 8 damage
That's
to you.
okay. That's all right.
That's half your life.
That's why I bought that plus 10 potion.
Oh, okay.
That's reasonable.
And I'm moving here.
Okay.
Okay.
You were running. Can you run on a retreat, or is it only a single square?
It's not a run. I was right here. I'm moving there.
Yes, you're moving there. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a run.
All right. Click.
Specifically not a run.
Okay.
This is... What's
That
this?
is a teleportation.
Teleportation.
tile.
You can teleport to the other teleportation tile, correct?
Once it comes into play.
So it
Yes.
doesn't even have a number on it, so nothing happens. Look
This
how
is
safe
a
you are.
legitimate placement, even though it runs into a wall. You just can't go through it.
That's correct.
Okay. I believe you're done, Jesse. And when I say done, I mean you're done.
No,
Okay.
I think I'm actually fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me go ahead and attack all the baddies. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start with a fist. Nope, not that one. I'm going to do a hurricane kick against this row, which may or may not be what I actually want to do, but let's go ahead and see how it plays out. Because I think it does work in my favor, maybe? No. I will always take out the poison spider. That should be... I'm going to go for it. Ready? So I'm doing a hurricane kick. That's going to be 2 of my actions. And I'm going to be rolling against attack the entire first row and add power. So it doesn't say... So Clint, can you help me out with this? Hurricane kick does not say I roll for each enemy. Does that mean I just roll once for the whole row?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and then the roll 1 to 5 is... How does that work out? What's the stunning enemies?
So a stunned enemy will not do anything. When
Beautiful.
it comes
Let's go
to his
ahead
turn.
and we're going to roll a hurricane kick plus 1 power against the row. I have to hit on a 16 plus still. 16 minus. I hit successfully. That's
Got it.
going to be, so I'm doing attack of 5 because plus 1 strength, which means a 5 minus is 2 means this guy's dead. Okay, so this one's dead over here. We can move that down.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. That's
The
what I
other
thought.
thing, definitely remember to add your experience for
Yes.
every hit that you do. Every
Yes.
time you successfully land a hit on an enemy,
Is that true even a basic attack?
even a basic attack.
Oh, then I have 1 more experience from last turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I
didn't
think
hit
that we
anyone.
all forgot to do it.
No, I just...
I realized that I did as well.
I didn't realize the basic attacks did it as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 second. So I did that, but then this one takes 1 damage. Can I have some 1 damage tokens? Just a few of them.
Do I get one for being hit by the golem?
No, that's not how it works, Jesse.
No.
But I've grown as a human.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put 1 damage in each of those, and then I roll 1 to 5 to see if that also stuns them. Does not stun them. Now I do have an option. I could try again for the stun approach, or I could try to take someone out. Can I even... If I do an Iron Fist... No, if I do... Where are my cards? Iron Fist, I can do attack 2 enemies with added power, attack 1 enemy with added power. If I do a 3 damage plus 4 is 7, that's not going to be enough to take it out, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to go with another Hurricane Kick.
Okay.
Oh, man. Because a Hurricane Kick, on the other hand, if I do Fists of Fury, but Hurricane Kick has a chance of stunning, or I could try for Fists of Fury to attack 2 different enemies, and I'd have a higher chance of... I wouldn't kill this anyway, so I'm not going to bother. I think I'm still going to go with the Hurricane Kick to attempt the stun. So we're going to go ahead and roll.
So first you're rolling
15.
for the hit.
Yep, that's the 15 for the hit, so I
Okay.
just successfully hit, so I again get another, and again we're going to put 1 damage on each of these, so I'm going to put 1 over... I got it. I'm going to put 1 over here, and change that 2 into a 3, and then we're again rolling for the stun, 1 to 5. Nope, no stun. That's unfortunate. Well, I did what I could. I have successfully attacked both of them. Now time to get hit back in the face by the ones remaining.
Maybe.
These
They
are going
could
to
miss.
be yours. Potentially. That one's going to be a 14 modified by 4, so on 11 plus it's going to hit me. What are you?
Oh, I'm rolling. Apparently,
Oh,
Jesse
I'm
doesn't
letting
want
him
to
roll.
roll
I don't.
anymore.
No. I don't
11
trust him
plus?
to roll. I don't trust myself to roll.
That's going to go
You
ahead.
should not
and
trust me to roll either.
Doesn't really matter because it attacks me for 4, but I have 5 defense, so that goes to nothing.
That
So
goes to 1.
It goes to 1 again. I always forget that part.
How do you get to -2?
If the attack was for
the
4
differential.
and he had 6 defense.
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and attack on a 18. So we need a 15 plus Jesse. You are not helpful.
It's the same roll that I did.
That's
What are
going
you
to be
doing?
It didn't
7.
actually. It was just threw it sideways. It didn't actually
So
roll.
7 is 9 minus my 5 is going to be 7 minus my 5 is going to be 2 plus another 2. It's 4 damage. So I go down to 4, which means I'm now weakened.
You are now weakened.
I have half my AP. You said?
Your AP, power, and defense is all half rounded down.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, that's my turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
That's one way of saying it. Okay.
And,
totally
and
my
since
phone
you were
vibrating.
the third person, I believe
it, so
that
it's
is
not
the end
vibrating
of the
anymore.
round now. Which means we're going to go back to the start of a new round and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Now, at this point, we are at the start of round 3, so we will begin interacting with the threat meter as well, which will make the game harder.
7,
Okay. 7. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll mine. I have 5.
5.
And 8. So again, I can go first. Seeing as I have 2 AP, I'm going to choose to go last again. I'm going to keep my 3.
Sounds good.
So last, second, third again.
So you mean first?
No, you're third.
I'm third.
Well, you're first. I'm second. No, I'm first. You're right.
What?
I'm first because he's going last.
Okay.
So I move from the middle to the first.
Sounds
You're
good.
second. Here's your.
Wait, wasn't he
One
7?
initiative.
Wasn't
He was
lower?
8. He was 8.
I
And you were
rolled
7?
8.
I was 7.
Okay, gotcha. Jesse, go ahead and run off and do your thing.
Thank you, Cinder, for the support. I'm gonna move 1 up to here.
Okay.
You might have should have bought a health potion instead of saying that you didn't want your stats
I
to be
need
debuffed.
I need my AP.
I am going to give him a health potion.
So this is gonna be a number 15. 15 is.
He has the chart.
15 is going to be a chest. That's helpful for you, Jesse. No, hey, put the card down. Put the card down. Put the card down. Are you using a key to open it or ability?
I'm opening the chest.
Of course you are. And
Gold.
how much gold? Goes on the ground. 10 gold.
Oh.
Whoa, that's gonna be 7 noise.
It's noisy gold.
And you lose 5 health to take it.
The gold sings.
Done.
That's a
Do you wanna
full win
sing,
condition.
Jesse?
What sound does gold make?
So 1 second, just
The hills are alive.
can we do a quick status check over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we add
I'm about
up
to win.
all the gold on... We have 4 gold over here if we defeat the enemies. We have
Okay.
10 over here, 14. I have 2 over here plus 3 is 17. Jesse, what do you have?
I have 2, so
So another 4. You
I
have 2.
could get another one, but I might
It's-
need that for
It's
health.
10 each.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just-
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
total.
We're looking if we
So
have
it's
30.
17,
Oh,
and plus
gotcha.
your 4 is 21. What do you have, Clint?
I have 2, 3, 4.
4, 21. We're at 25 gold with an unknown number here. Just pointing out, we may or may not have all the numbers we need
Do
to
I
start
pick up the
distributing.
noisy gold now, or do I leave it there
wait.
and pick it up
You
later?
wait.
I think I wait.
You
so
wait
I move
because
one
it
more
does
time?
cost a health reduction of 5.
Okay, so I move one more time.
You could do that. That's reasonable. Do it. Go ahead. You do you, boo.
Can I run past him?
Oh,
Who?
The golem.
the golem. I believe there's a sneak action, isn't there?
If you... there is a sneak action. If you enter the tile with the golem, he will again focus on you.
But I can
you
sneak through
past
it.
him?
You could sneak.
So he rolls 1 to 16 and see if the golem doesn't notice him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It's
fair.
going to cost you 2 actions to move into it, but it might be worth it because you don't want to
I
die.
don't want to get hit. I'm going to move here first, though.
Okay.
So action down.
Let's go ahead and put a new tile out.
Moving into that spot.
Quick, get a tile.
What are we working with? Number 10.
10's going to be another body. Actually, that's the first body, I think.
That's the first body. We haven't had a body yet.
Just stop grabbing the cards. Stop grabbing the
Sometimes there are allies in the body deck.
cards. Ooh, allies. You want to find an ally?
It helps
it
me
seems like it's an
specifically
ally,
find
yeah.
an ally.
Sometimes
And guess
there
what?
are allies.
I'm kicking the body.
It's not how you kick the debris
You kick
and
the
you
debris.
search the body.
You kick the body.
What do you do in
Kicking
dungeons?
the body. I
Jesse?
found a key. Same thing.
Another
See?
key.
It's another
Yeah,
key.
But it's
an
another.
ally.
It's another one.
It's an ally key. It's another one. I'm gonna pick up the key as
We're
an
at
action.
26
Does cost a point.
We're at 26 known gold, and the body token's removed.
Yep, the body token is removed.
Honestly,
26
I
known
think
gold.
I've contributed a lot to this adventure.
I think if we kill these baddies at this point, if this is a 4
might
or
win.
higher, then
Okay.
we have enough to distribute. We'd have
Sounds
to do,
good.
we'd have to do the distribution math.
You know, the funny thing is, the
Now-
fact that we are actually still in the competitive mode of this game, and we felt like we were losing the entire time,
This is cooperative.
is what
No,
I...
he means that the game currently still is winnable.
No, we're still winnable.
Oh.
But we felt like we were losing the whole time.
Yes.
That is what I want out of a dungeon crawl.
Yes. Quick question, Clint. Are we supposed to be moving the threat meter down now?
At this point, we are moving the threat meter down. So, did Jesse reveal any new dungeon tiles?
Yes.
How many?
1.
Okay.
Two actually.
All right. So it's gonna go down.
Oh, dear Lord, Jesse, what are you doing?
Did Jesse begin combat?
Nope.
No.
Did Jesse have any abilities that he played that had the Lord event?
Nope. No
And
abilities.
he has no Lord event actions on his board either. So, in this case, that is the reduction of the threat meter.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Swinging on to you, good sir.
Okay. So,
Don't mess this up.
all right.
The sad part is our 26 gold is going to slightly reduce now.
It is because I am gonna
Yes.
give him a health potion. So, I'm
The
gonna
good news is we can explore this dungeon area over here.
spend
I think we
one
got it. No,
AP
you're
to,
not
to give
supposed
Alex. a
Alex,
health
you realize
potion.
you walked into a single
I'm up,
room and
boom,
been stuck
5.
there the entire
you,
time?
you cannot use it until your turn.
I will go
and
ahead and put this here.
And it will cost an AP to use.
That is totally fine.
Okay. So, so I've done that to help, and then I can now attack again.
Yes.
Which I will do.
I recommend the beer. He's mean.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Oh, come on.
try
He's
to
mean,
do
Jesse.
a regular
Judging him
attack
so
on
harsh.
the bear, and that is a hit. I rolled a 4.
Okay. How
Does that
much?
knock him out?
What's the damage? And you killed him, right?
I do 6 against his 5.
Oh, you did a plain 6. Okay, so it's 1 more damage. You'd have to do it again. Don't forget your experience points.
Oh yes, thank you. I do get an experience for that
Okay.
hit.
And we can do it again. Okay,
Okay.
again.
One more on the bear. 10.
Boom.
That is a hit.
He's dead. We got a dead bear in our room.
Okay.
And one's more spider to squish.
And
One more sky.
I have 3 AP left.
Okay.
So
Now, does the whole row focus on you, or only the ones you attack?
only whoever I
Okay.
attack. So at this point, I will spend an AP to attack the spider. That is a hit.
And it's instantly dead.
Gentle pop.
Your strength versus defense means it's gone, and now we have these in the room.
How much is it worth?
4. So we technically have the 30, but if I don't use the health potion, hey,
You
this is
can move
interesting.
right there.
If I don't use the health potion, we have 30 collectively right now.
We
just-
do have to pick up those items.
Yes, we just distribute them.
That's
we
it.
don't have to keep exploring.
No, we don't have to explore anything.
Okay.
Am I right on this? We should do a quick double check. We have 8 over here. We have 9, 10. I have 2 coins as 12. Jesse, what do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15.
15. We have 15 plus 12, right? It's 27. And you have how much?
I have 3 total.
That's 30. We have exactly 30. I'm not using the health potion.
Okay.
We're
All right.
This is how we win.
We have a key up here too, by the way, just in case.
Well, where's the key?
Key's in A, right here.
Oh, it's up there. So we have an extra one over there. So we have 31. I can use health potion. Maybe I'll use the health potion.
You
You
could
should
if you
probably
wanted.
use the health.
Yeah, I
potion.
will now because I'll give me my AP back to help all this redistribution.
I'm just
Yes.
excited about the singing gold.
Yeah, you should get the singing goal, Jesse. Honestly, you know what's going to happen. We have this all prepped. We're good. Jesse's going to try to sneak past the goal, and it's not going to work.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I did.
Engage combat.
I did engage combat.
Okay.
Because I could take another 6 damage.
Yeah.
Although actually,
8
it says
damage.
begin combat. The combat had already begun, so there's actually not going to be
Oh.
a threat reduction for that.
Fair enough.
However, my board does say combat, so I will still take 1
For your board, but
my
it's not
board.
for what you were indicating.
Okay.
initially.
Correct.
Alex, your turn.
It is my turn. And now, if I use the health potion right away, that's going to cost me an action point. Now,
Don't do
correct
that.
me if I'm wrong. No, I'm going to because we have the key. We talked about this. We're good. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That does mean that I both go up 5 health points. So I'm going to go from 4 to 9.
Yeah.
But I also get back all the action points, right?
Yep.
Meaning I get
Yes.
okay, so I go back up to 4, well 3 because I spent the 1. Okay, so I'm good there. We have this gone. Wherever you put that, I don't know. Okay. Then I have 3 action points left, and I do need to figure out a little bit of figuring out how this all balances because I can only carry 1 item, which is an interesting balance. But I have the 2 gold, and how much points does it take to equip something?
How many things can you
Takes
carry?
1 point to equip something. I
Okay.
can carry 5.
So I'm going to pick these up. Is that 1 point or 2?
It's 1 point per item.
So if I pick up both of these, okay, and then drop this on the way out, or whatever it is, and then equip that, that's going to be my 3 action points, and now I'm carrying exactly 10 worth of stuff, and this is on the ground for you. Because you have more carries you can carry, right?
Do you have to
You
be
can
carrying
actually
10?
just have unequipped it and just still be carrying it if you want.
But I only have a carry limit of 1.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I have to make some math work.
I understand.
Okay.
Am I
and that's
allowed
my
to carry
turn.
these? Is gold pocket stuff?
We'll
the
be right back,
the
but
key
you
is
keep doing your
pocket
turns.
stuff.
We've got a baby that needs a bit of a dressing. So, with that being said, this is pocket, this is pocket.
Yeah, see this icon right here? That
see.
is a pocket item.
So-
the gold is not.
So my range of
You're carrying the gold
my range of 3 still allows me to
to pick up 1 item.
I don't want to pull that plug. Okay, so continuing on with this strategy. Sender just finished his turn.
Okay.
I believe he spent all his activations. So
Yep.
moving on to
He was the last.
that's it. It's moving on to the top of the round.
That's right.
Okay, what happens here? Hey, that's a magic hard cut. Alex went to deal with his youngest child, which is apparently part of being a parent. We're gonna go with our rolls. So, you gonna take a roll?
Oh, we're doing rolls for the next round.
Yep.
Ooh, fun.
We're already
Okay.
cycled. We found out he
I got
hadn't.
16.
We found out he hadn't defeated an enemy, which means he was about to be attacked by an enemy. Then we realized he hadn't actually taken all his turns before he went ahead. So we attacked the enemy, killed the enemy, and
All
everything's actually fine.
Oh, wait, back in the box.
8.
8.
7.
Okay,
So
you're-
let me go first, so that
Okay.
we can see how the board's
I'm
going to
going
play
What did he
out.
roll?
I rolled 16.
Okay.
So I am going to spend an activation to move here. Spend
This D can come off.
another activation to go ahead and pick up the screaming, shrieking gold.
You're gonna lose 5 health.
I'm going to lose 5 health.
Which means you're now weakened.
Also, you can only carry 3 items. Are we taking that into account?
The key is a pocket item.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Perfect.
I'm then going to
But because
move-
you lost 5 health and are weakened, you lost AP.
How much AP?
Half rounded down. So half of
From
whatever
where I was?
from what you start with.
What I start with?
5. So you're...
So you're down to 2 AP plus you spent 1 to pick this up. So you're down to 1 AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent another one to move there. Okay, that's the end of my turn. And the next thing, I just need to successfully sneak by a golem.
Yeah, which is not the biggest deal, because it'll totally work.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Correct me if I'm
and
wrong. You're starting with... Is it half rounded down? So he's going to have 3 or he's going to have 2?
He's gonna have 2.
So next turn you're going to sneak to the golem, and the turn after that you'll win.
Yeah.
So we need to survive 2 more turns.
If I succeed my sneak roll, though,
Yeah.
we've made it to endgame.
I think so.
It's really going to come down to everything resting on my shoulders.
Yeah, basically.
That's kind of true.
I not only will have won the game for everyone, I potentially will have also lost it.
Yeah,
For
you can go ahead and check the timestamp down below where it says, "Oh no, we lost."
All right, I'm gonna spend 1 AP to pick up this key.
Because I don't think anyone's going to fight the golem on my behalf.
Yeah.
So I have a key. That's gone. And I just need to get back to the starting tile. Is that the consensus, or do
That's
I need?
the
Do
consensus.
you want me to pick this up?
Don't you have to?
We need
We
that.
need 10
Where
we
is
need that
the
item.
armor?
It's here. It was in the room you left.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Oh, I dropped it
okay.
off there. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Very good. I would have picked that up.
You got to move back down anyway.
I
to
do
get
have to
here.
move back down anyway. So
So move down, pick it up.
spend another one. Spend another one to pick it back up.
Tis
and
yours.
I have one left. One more to go into the entrance tile.
Yep.
Okay.
You're there, Alex.
I'm gonna move to the entrance tile and sit here
Okay.
peacefully.
And all that has to happen now is I need to succeed.
What's the rest action? There's a rest action.
There is a rest action.
What does it do?
It costs all your AP.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it gives you 0 noise for that turn.
Yes.
And then you roll, and you do 20 minus your current health. And if you roll on that hit chance, you get to gain 5 health back.
So, interesting.
Can I just heal?
You could, but it won't change the math of how many turns is left for you.
Why?
I'm sorry, 6 health.
Because either way, you'd have to give up your whole turn to heal, or you have to give up your whole turn to sneak. The math on your turn is set either way. We need to survive 2 rounds.
But we're not. Is this escalating?
It's still 2 turns. It doesn't matter. 2 rounds either way.
But is this escalating?
Only if we discovering new tiles or run begin combat, or if you have an ability that says to draw Lord Event.
So I'm gonna
cards.
heal.
No, it doesn't change the math.
It does.
It doesn't.
Because if I get hit by him, I either die or I make it through.
If he hits you, you're gonna hit. You're gonna
Yeah.
hit for 8.
I need to heal up.
What's your health at? Oh, I guess that is. You're right. It does change the math a bit.
Yeah.
But you have to successfully hit a heal.
I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
How do I heal?
So you roll a 2.
Okay.
And so on a roll of 20 minus your current health, which would be 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
17 or less, he heals.
Yes.
Cool. So you get 6 health.
He healed for 6.
Okay. Which means you're back to full AP for next turn. You're right with that. You are correct.
Full AP up.
Which
And
means now you can
once
afford
again,
to be hit by him.
Now I'm going to try to move through.
Okay.
Wait, no, that was the entire turn. We're on to the next round.
But
Does it matter?
Nothing
at all?
resolves. No.
Nothing resolves. Okay, fine.
We're good.
So
We're at the
just
point.
skip it to the next round.
We're at the point where all I need to do is make it past the golem. With a critical one.
Nice.
Critical
Beautiful.
one. That's it. That's game. I have, I think successfully.
That's the game.
One
Although technically there is a rearranging of stuff we have to do, but that's just math.
It's just a matter of like dropping, picking up. We have 30 total value across the board.
Yeah,
and
right.
since we're all on the entrance tiles, we've successfully survived. Cool. This
we
was
actually
fun.
survived.
This
I totally did not think this was
I-
happening. I drew those 6 enemies off the bat, and then they proceeded to stomp on me, and then you walked into that golem, and I was like, "This is a nice game. I don't know why people
Yeah.
play it though." But yeah,
We'll have. I'm sure we'll have
And
more.
then I
content.
came in and killed everybody.
I'm sure we'll
Yes.
have more content coming out. Probably a preview from me, probably a review from
Yeah.
you. But here's my first impressions. If I'm playing a dungeon crawler, I
Yes.
want to feel like I'm losing the entire time. And then, either based off of strategy or a bit of luck or a bit of luck mitigation, I'd like to still maybe win or maybe lose. Both answers there would have been funny and satisfactory, which at the end of the day is what I'm looking for.
I was
like an
kind of
RPG
hoping
show.
you get stomped on by the golem.
Yeah, it would have been great. It would have been. Both were hilarious. One lets me be, the MVP.
Yes.
The other, and justify my excursions into the tunnels. The other is just me paying for kicking a golem.
reasonable enough.
So, thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing how to play this game. For the people that made it to the very, very end of this video, which are like 12 people that are really big fans of you,
Okay.
let them know where they can find this, whatever, what's happening. I believe it's the 7th?
Absolutely. So there is one other thing actually I want to say before I address
You
that.
can't say that. That's not what I asked you to say.
Had we played this game competitively, it would have been the first person to grab 10 gold and get back to the starter would have won.
So 100%
Jesse feels
me.
like it would have been
So
him.
100% me.
and in which case, though, they would also have to deal with other players potentially attacking them, trying to steal their items.
See, that I like the cooperative mode, because the cooperative mode was a functional dungeon
Yes.
crawl. I can understand why we avoided competitive, because it adds such a layer.
Yes.
But that actually sounds like
So the thing,
wrong.
the problem potentially, because I haven't played it, the problem I potentially have is it would make that aspect of me drawing 6 creatures and you finding a smooth path to the dungeon.
It'd make it feel bad.
It'd be like, oh, okay, fine, so I got that card and you got that card. As opposed to cooperatively, it
Now-
felt like a team effort.
Yes,
Competitively,
however-
if someone dies, do you still all lose?
No, because you're not all playing together. However, there's no player elimination. So that is a nice thing about this. You don't have someone sitting out for 90 minutes.
Oh, nice.
If Alex were to have become exhausted in the dungeon, he would have respawned after
Oh.
death.
So you just let yourself get hit, respawn at the front, and then
And then
run through
come
the
and
tunnel
go
again.
and
You
catch
follow
you.
me
I
this
go
time.
catch you.
Yeah.
I mean, there
Yeah.
would have been some
Okay.
penalties for dying as well, but
Who cares?
Shame. That's about it.
Thank you so much for launching. I believe this launches on the 7th.
so this will be on Kickstarter on September 7th.
'Kay.
The Dungeons of Infinity Kingdom Cost by Sky Kingdom Games.
Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Don't kick golems when it's your day off work. We'll see you next time.